So I'm seeing Kadena go in the next few days between 40% and 100%, and that's why I'm seeing it. Okay. Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is Today is March 30th, 2022, and I'm coming at you for the second time with a quick update on an altcoin that I'm looking to scalp. Okay, this is Kadena, KDA. And this is why I think this is the next altcoin to make a big rally in the next few days. If that interests you, then watch until the very end. I'm going to give my reasoning completely based on technical analysis, based on what I'm seeing in the chart. All right, we are on the 4-hourly chart. We have the log scale on, and actually, let's go on the daily. And I want to show you this chart. Just, have a look at it. Look at what it looks like. And I'm going to show you some other charts to compare, okay? I'm going to show you Telcoin, okay? I'm going to show you Tron, okay? Now, I want you to pay attention to, one, the resistance, right? The downward sloping resistance, given by the long downtrend, and I want you to pay attention to the break of resistance. Okay, that's kind of why I want to what I want to emphasize here. I'm just going to do a quick round robin. So that was Tron, Theta. Once again, pay attention to the break of resistance. VT. So you have a big resistance. Pay attention to the break of resistance. Zilliqa, pay attention to the break of resistance, right? You have this huge, massive descending sort of downtrend and descending resistance, and then you have a massive break of resistance. And now let's go back to Kadena. And we see no such break of resistance, okay? So basically, it has not run its course yet, and still, it structurally has everything that those other tokens have. It has this downward sloping resistance. It has basically a bunch of consolidation, okay? And we can get into the weeds about what we see in the consolidation. We can use Elliott wave theory to count complex waves, but just generally, simply, you look and you see a triangle pattern, you see a descending resistance. This one in particular is 133 days, and you see a small break, and that small break should lead into a larger one, okay? And so that's why I'm saying that this may be the next big break of resistance, the next big altcoin rally. And knowing what we know from Bitcoin, Bitcoin's rearing to have one last push to the upside, right? To fulfill the impulsive portion of its B wave, okay? Before pivoting and then retesting the 44 to 46K region. Now, in that time, I'm seeing any coins that haven't yet run, like Kadena, run to the upside, okay? Now, the question is, how high can we go, all right? And I'm scalping this. This is a spot scalp, not on leverage or anything, just buying tokens, waiting, letting it run its course. But I like this buy. I like buying on support, okay? You sell at resistance, you buy on support. I'm looking, first of all, I'm seeing that we had this, 133-day downtrend, and we've been consolidating, and we started popping out. I'm seeing volume come back into the fray, so I like that, okay? So that's kind of like a first indication that we're going to get a pop out. And then I'm seeing a slight increase in volume, okay, followed by some consolidation. I really like that because that tells me that what's coming next is most likely a wave 3. That's likely a wave 1. That's likely a wave 2. And we're going to zoom in and look at that more closely. But I really like what I'm seeing here, okay? So let's do that very thing. And just as a preface, I do not think that this will outperform EOS. EOS is my altcoin buy for this B wave, okay? Because pretty much most every project is in a large B wave, right? And these B waves can go only as high as the phi ratio, which is the 1618 Fibonacci retracement of the A wave. And I have the A wave labeled here, this ABC correction. So for instance, Kadena would see, if it maxed out its B wave, it would see a 12x, okay? And EOS, if you recall my previous videos, is in the region of 25 to 30x, okay? So this, once more, is just a short-term scalp that I'm looking at. So let's go into smaller time frames. But again, just, zoomed out on the daily, I think this is a great place to buy. Not financial advice, but for two reasons. One, you have all your consolidation. Two, you clearly popped out of these two resistances, the downward, or the support and the resistance. So you made a decision and you're popping out bullish of this triangle, okay? And again, the volume, everything that I said previously just a moment ago, okay? Let's zoom into the 4-hourly and see more of a reason why this is the next coin to go, okay? So actually, let's go on the hourly, because I want even more detail, okay? And it looks as if what we've been getting here ever since we popped out is impulsive price action, okay? It looks a little screwy, it looks a little corrective, but I'm going to show you why I believe it's impulsive, okay? I think we're getting a leading diagonal. And what you usually see out of long-standing resistances, right? The first thing coins do after having been in resistance for so long is they need to break out, but at the same time consolidate out. So it's a kind of slow way to reintroduce positive price action. So that's when I typically see these leading diagonals. So I see 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing here. And I'm seeing this right here. What follows, what ensues, is a regular ABC correction, okay? Got my A wave here, my B wave there, and then my impulsive wave down here. And so what I'm seeing here is we're essentially putting in a reversal pattern. You see your A wave, you're going to get your B wave coming like this. I talk about this ad nauseum on the channel. If you are interested in technical analysis and really diving into the technicals, right? Using Elliott wave theory, and I bring to bear everything that I've learned in my career, my trading career, basic support and resistance, fibs, whatever, then definitely subscribe. This is a channel for you. I'm very serious about technical analysis and I use it all the time. I'm not that big on fundamental analysis, although I would say this is safe. I did look at the fundamentals briefly. I do not want to get rugged. Kadena is 83 in the market cap listing, so 83 largest market cap. So that's decent, right? It's not like in the hundreds or thousands or anything like that. So it has quite a bit of money, a lot of institutional money behind it. It's not just going to disappear overnight. So I feel a little comfortable putting some money into it, okay? And the coin is in good standing. There's no scandals, right? You got to kind of check that. So the fundamentals do come into play, but I'm making this decision, 90% on what the charts are showing me, like the timing of this decision, right? So I'm seeing something like this, right? Then you get a pivot, then you go, okay? So very close to breaking out. But first, you got to put in that reversal pattern that I talk about ad nauseum on the channel, right? So that's what I think we're doing now. Zooming back out, you can see if you take, and I claim this to be, or I purport that this is indeed an impulse. And if it is an impulse, then we will respect the 618, right? Because we know that two waves cannot correct beyond the 618 of wave 1. And if this is wave 1, you see wave 2 comes and stops at the 618, pretty much between the 0.5 and the 618. So this is this is great, right? You can't get a better price, right? It's right here. This is the buy. Somewhere here, the B wave is going to come down to this point and then go back up. So I'm just seeing a great opportunity here for a good move. And let's look at, a minimum kind of move that we can get from this project. So let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, and let me erase this. Let me erase that. And let's just say that this is indeed an impulse, and we're going, let's take the Fibonacci extension tool, right? Let's do two things. We're going to use Fibonacci extension to make a prediction on where we think it can go. Okay, and if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know the minimum extension of any impulse is 2236 Fibonacci extension, right? Because wave 3 will extend to a minimum of the 1 Fibonacci extension of wave 1 to a maximum of, well, there's no maximum because you have extended waves, but it's minimum of 1, but typically you get a 1 to 2 extension of wave 3, okay? So and then wave 5 is usually 618 of wave 3 or inverse 1618 of wave 4. But this is not counting extended waves. But that all means that the minimum extension of a wave 1 with the wave 2 retracement is the 2236. So I'm seeing the minimum extension or the minimum move right here for Kadena is $9.50. That represents a 40% pump, okay? Now, what's the maximum? I don't know. Let's look at basic support and resistance and see what the chart's telling us, okay? You don't actually know for sure, right? It's just highly probable that the minimum extension is 2236. I have never seen an extension, not a correction, but an extension, a proper 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 through 5 through 5 Elliott wave impulse go below the 2236, okay? And I've traded and I've charted tens of thousands of hours. So minimum $9.50, maximum, I'm saying, just looking at market structure, I can't imagine we make a higher high. Let's take this A wave. I'd say the maximum would be the 618, just because it's very rare on the first go before the retest that you breach the 618. So I would say the maximum would be about $14. I would be very surprised if we went above $14. So that would represent, if we did get a pump all the way to the 618 of this A wave, and that's the 618 of the downtrend essentially, right? That's 100%. So I'm seeing Kadena go in the next few days between 40% and 100%, and that's why I'm seeing it. If you're getting value from this kind of analysis, right or wrong, like the video, share with others interested in Bitcoin, technical analysis, cryptocurrencies, the like, and subscribe to the channel for more of this kind of content. Click the bell notification for the daily Bitcoin updates and these ad hoc, altcoin sort of updates, because now that we're in positive price action, we're getting out of correction, there's going to be more opportunities, more of these kinds of things, and if I see it, I'm just going to talk about it and put out a video. So that's it from me. Hope that was helpful. Hope that was useful. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.